As state Democrats and Republicans get ready to start their nominating conventions tomorrow, a new political contributor is joining News 8.
That's right. He's new to this role, but well known to everybody in our viewing audience. Talking about former U.S. Senator Joe Lieberman, and our chief political correspondent Mark Davis joins us now live to reintroduce us to him and chat with him about the upcoming race for governor. Mark.
Hi, Ann and Keith. Good evening,
Hey,
everyone.
Mark.
Hey,
how are you?
it's good to be here in New Haven. I love New Haven. It's good to be here.
Good to see you.
Joe Lieberman is now living in Stamford and a senior partner with a major law firm in New York and Washington, teaching at Columbia and working with think tanks on national security issues and foreign policy.
Joe Lieberman is probably most famous as the Democratic candidate for vice president with Al Gore in the disputed 2000 election when they won the national popular vote but lost the Electoral College to George W. Bush by way of a U.S. Supreme Court decision. 6 years later, he lost the Democratic primary for his Senate seat, ran as an independent in the fall election, and won a fourth term. 2 years ago, he did not seek re-election. He further alienated many Democrats when he campaigned for his good friend John McCain in the presidential election in 2008 against Barack Obama. He predicts that this will be a tough year for incumbents everywhere and says that all three of the top-tier Republicans appear within striking distance of Governor Malloy.
What's interesting about the numbers in the last Quinnipiac poll is that Mayor Boughton and State Senator McKinney run pretty close to the governor, as well as Tom Foley running in a dead heat. So that means that there's a, for want of a more gracious term, an anti-Malloy vote out there. And that too is what the governor has to work to turn around.
Lieberman also notes that because polling indicates there appears to be an anti-Malloy vote even among registered Democrats, Malloy must work to bring them home to the party on Election Day if he's to win re-election.
If it gets framed as, okay, you're not happy with everything I've done, says Dan Malloy, but do you really want Tom Foley or whoever's the Republican candidate to be your next governor? And a lot of times that works with the Democratic base.
He also agrees that if former State Rep Jonathan Pelto does mount a third-party challenge, it will only hurt Malloy.
If John Pelto runs, because he is a Democrat and he is more liberal, that he probably would hurt Governor Malloy more than the Republican candidate. It's hard to imagine that he could win, but he could have an effect on the outcome.
And Joe Lieberman knows about the effects of third-party candidates. Now, tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be reporting from the State Republican Party convention at the Mohegan Sun, and Senator Lieberman will be contributing as well. And the biggest problem with Mohegan Sun, they're afraid the delegates will go off to the show. I think
well, they just might.
Springsteen or somebody is there.
But think of all the stories that are
Does he miss the political wars on Capitol Hill? Did you ask him?
I don't think he does. No, I don't think he does. And I think, and he's very busy now. And his wife Adassa, who I've known as long as I've known him, doesn't want him to get busier than he was when he was a U.S.
Enough
Senator.
already, she says.
Right. Yeah.
All right,
Mark,
Mark,
great
good to
seeing
see
you.
you.